Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another stream. Oh, we're gonna have some good old times on DVD tonight. Doing some more killer, maybe some survivor runs. I worked at 10 to 7 today, so I might be a little bit tired, but man, all I've wanted to do today was get home and play Springtrap. That's like all I've been thinking about like all day at work. So we're gonna be doing just that. Probably looking about a 2 to 2.5 hour stream, just depending on how hungry I end up getting. And we had to start a little bit later tonight than our 7 o'clock like usual time. Wasn't able to do a stream Friday because I suck at planning things, and I forget that I plan things, and then I say something and I'm like, oh crap, I actually had plans for that night. So Friday we didn't have a stream. That's okay. I found some time tonight, got home, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be playing anyways. Let's throw it up on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, and let's just have a good time vibing, you know, doing some killer games. So if you guys end up liking what you're seeing, by all means, drop a like, drop a sub, a follow, whatever platform you are on. It'd help me out a lot, and it would be super fun. Hang around, chat, chill, grab a drink, maybe some snacks, and let's kill some survivors. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, not much has happened. I haven't played a whole lot of DBD outside of last stream. But I think what we're gonna do today, instead of doing the map showcase, I think I'm gonna start playing. I almost said Freddy. I'm gonna start playing Springtrap on some of the other maps in the game. You know, just the good old maps that we know, and just see how that goes. Because I haven't seen his power. Hello there, hello, Amir. How have you been? I've been pretty good. You know, busy work day today, but you know, we get to chillax now. We get to, well, chillax. We get to murder people. So, however relaxing that ends up being, we'll see. But yeah, I haven't tried Springtrap out on like any other maps and stuff like that. Glad to hear that. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're having a good time tonight. Is this your first time viewing the stream? Music down just a little bit. Thanks for the asking, of course. Always fun to see a first-time chatter in. I'm gonna start searching because I imagine queue times are probably gonna be a little horrendous. Oh. Build hasn't changed, by the way. We're still running the same 2 add-ons. The 50% longer undetectable status after exiting a security door, as well as being able to see the aura of a survivor after they remove the axe, or if they perform a rush vault or action while the axe is in them, we'll be able to see them. And then perks are all the same. So we got Trail of Torment, Lethal Pursuer, Call of Brine, Hex Plaything. Let's see. Which games did you used to play? I've played probably about every game under the sun. But DBD was always one of my main stream games. And honestly, one of my main games in general. But yeah, I've played a ton of stuff. Even on stream, we did Portal 2. We did the whole campaign in one stream. That was a fun, super fun stream. That's kind of way back though. That's like 5 years ago at this point. Used to do a lot of Monster Hunter. Let's see. Obviously, when Warzone came out, Warzone was a big one. If PUBG was as popular as it used to be when I started streaming, definitely would have been doing some PUBG. Trying to think of what else. Destiny 2. Haven't done a lot of streams on it, but I've played Destiny 2 pretty much since Destiny 2 came out. And I did play some of Destiny 1, but it was definitely after. Like, Destiny 2 had already come out, and I think I went back and I tried to play Destiny 1 just because I had never played it, and I was liking Destiny 2 so much. But it was, I don't know, it was kind of like, eh. So, I just stuck with Destiny 2, but I played that pretty much from the start of the game all the way through to, you know, where we're at right now with, like, the final shape and stuff like that, so. Definitely, games definitely had its ups and downs, that is for sure. But overall, it's a genre of game that I like. It's a looter shooter. You can play with friends, have a good time. It's not like incredibly stress inducing. Like, it's not like Tarkov in that sense. You're not playing like an extraction shooter. I don't know. It's fun to see more games try to tap into that vibe. Although not many of them have succeeded. I do have big hopes for Arc Raiders, though. Arc Raiders looks super good. I'm super excited for when they start doing their beta testing. So I'm 100% going to try to get into that. Maybe even stream it. But I don't know if they're going to want people streaming during their closed beta. Because I don't know, kind of confidential type of vibe. So we'll see. I almost said I had a feeling this was going to be the case where we were going to have some crazy queue times. What are my hobbies? Well, gaming would be one of them. But I have quite a few. I do play golf. I know I'm not an old man yet, but I figured why not get a head start on it, you know? Nah, I'm just kidding. Me and my dad, we started playing like 8 or 9 years ago. Probably even before we moved down to Florida. But we've been playing golf for a long time, so I enjoy going out and playing some golf. I play guitar. Love to sing, although I'm not nearly as good at it these days, I think, as I used to be when I was in drama and choir in high school and stuff. It's not a hobby yet, but a hobby I want to get into. My friend has a 3D printer, and he printed me... So this is a monster from Monster Hunter. And he's awesome. I love him. The model's pretty good. The tail didn't turn out all too great, but that's okay. But I would love to start getting into, like, painting minis or, like, miniatures. I think that'd be super fun. And trying to get, like, really good at it. So I want to... That's one we're adding to the list sooner or later. Because I think that would be pretty dope. And plus, I can't just leave them naked, you know, for the whole time that I own them. Alright. Just for the sake of being able to hear in-game, I'm going to pause the music. Yeah. Outside of that, I mean, if you consider, like, watching anime, I love watching anime or movies. That's pretty much it. Those are the big ones, at least. I'm probably going to be passing out immediately after I hit the end stream button. But if you would like to join my server Discord, I can get you that link after this game. So all 4 spawned in the same corner. Oh, got a couple of sprint burst users. That might not be all that fun. Alright, we'll get a hit there. Someone's on my dang door. Oh, that's someone else too. Alright, we'll stab there. Gotta swing for the fences on that one. I personally will not be sharing my Discord username over stream.
Goodbye.
And if Nightbot was working, it'd be a lot easier, but I still haven't, like, fixed that. So, let's go over to this door. Because it would just automatically post an invite link. Ooh. Spicy. Hey, Leon. What's up, buddy? Oh, whoops. And that's what happens when you press the wrong button. Ooh. I don't think that should have hit. Sorry about that, bud. I have to put you up on a hook over here. Oh, they stuck the Gen 2. Dang. That's fine. Got 2 hooks. 1 gen down. The axe on her, and we'll go for this one. It was kind of hard to keep track of them, to be honest. That's the one that had the axe. I don't know where the other one went. That is entirely fine. Go ahead and get you back up on a hook. I don't know if that was off the record or just an interesting time dead hard. Just gonna go ahead and break this pallet. I got the save behind me. Get her axe back. She's running on the side of this tile. Oh, that was a little faster. I think I could have got that. Ooh, but that window is not as safe as she thinks it is. That's alright. This is going to be second stage, I believe, for this person here. And I'm actually going to bring him over here so that we can check on these back gens. Because this wouldn't be a bad 3-gen if it comes down to it.
You will see.
On that one. Just a little bit of progress this had at the beginning. So I think what we're gonna hit this door. We're gonna go back towards that gen that was on the other side. Kind of where that unhook happened. See if we can maybe sneak up on anyone. I do gotta remember she has sprint biscuit, so she won't be really fast. Also pre-dropping pallets now. Interesting. Get the axe. Oh. Someone got one of their plaything totems. I see you. Right, she was gonna get the axe out anyway, so we're gonna go ahead. And we're just gonna reclaim that. Should I completely left that tile and everything? The dead heart, but that's fine. We'll put her into deep wounds. We have 3 survivors back here in this tile. And that's the original one that we were chasing here. Leon's back there. She might heal that person. Go ahead and get her down. And yeah, I don't know. They're like trying to draw attention. I don't know if they're going for saves or something of the sort, but we'll put her back on this hook here. Here's someone behind me. 2 people behind me, actually. I wonder, I don't know where that Leon went. I know she kind of ran off in this direction, but proxy this area. We'll hit this with Trail of Torment and call a brine. So whatever progress has on it, gone. Yeah, it's like they're trying to loot me here at main. At the stain, come out. Ooh, spicy, spicy boy. Right. Well, I mean, that's just essentially these are free hooks. You know, they're taking the time to not work on anything, and we're also getting maximum value. Could have put her in basement, but having them up here, honestly, that's fine. They can do gens on that side. I got, well, she's dead, but I got a survivor here. Boom. It's like 2 dead, just like that. And I really didn't have to do anything. They just completely let me have that for free. Right, the gen has done a lot of progress, so we're not going to get a whole lot out of Trail of Torment here. But we're going to go one of those gens on that side, because we know that the Leon and the Rebecca are on that side. Oh. Nope, one's right here. She loves this building. He just cranked another gen. That's fine, we still got 2 more gens before her. Hit her with the axe. we'll be able to see her aura because she's going to try to remove it, and she just made a rushed action, so we're going to surprise her on this side. And ooh, right at the buzzer, but we got the M1. Nice.
Feel that.
Right, we know Leon's on that other side, popping gens, you know, to his heart's content, which is fine. We'll probably TP over there after we... Oh, that's right. After we hang the Rebecca. And just see if we can maybe find him, because we know this Rebecca, I think, only got hooked once. Oh, no, they hadn't even been hooked yet. Awesome. So we have plenty of time to find him. So we're going to go ahead and hop in this door. I'm going to go up to that hill gen. We're gonna see if we see anything or hear anything. No progress on Shaq. Which means that he broke off and he's probably gonna go for that save. So we're gonna TP back. Yep, there's a save. So we're gonna TP over this way. And use our sneaky to kind of come up right behind him. Right, so they split to this side of the map. I'm gonna go ahead and break this pallet while we have the time. Something we don't gotta worry about later. Now that is gonna lose scratch marks, so we're not gonna have as much of a trail to follow. If I had to guess, that Leon's probably buying time for the Rebecca to get on a gen and do something. It's one of the plaything totems, and there's our boy. What's up, bud? Nice M1 there. He's gonna go to this juicy middle, but we already wasted the pallet here. Thanks to the Michaela. Double back. No. Put that thing away. Alright. Ran through. He's probably one of these tiles back here. Yep. There he is, going for the window. We're gonna try something here. Well, I feel like that had to have actually been close. Cams the pallet. Throws. There we go. Just like that. Little mind game. Useful. Looks like your channel can benefit a larger audience to help with your streams, with our support. Yeah, hey, listen, I appreciate, you know, advice and stuff like that, but for the most part, we're gonna kind of keep it pretty natural, pretty fun here. But I appreciate you showing some concern. Rebecca might have actually gotten a decent amount of progress on one of these gens. If I had to guess, probably that one. It has a little bit more than it did, but it should have more than that. Alright, yeah, so she broke off from that gen the moment he got hooked. Alright, we're not gonna go, actually, let's trail a torment this gen here, and then we'll TP to that other one. Maybe we'll let them kind of get a little bit of a reset here. They're gonna heal each other up. We're gonna hit this, we're gonna become super sneaky. And Colubrine is going to destroy any progress on that gen, and we know nothing else on the map has been worked on. So, should be okay to go ahead and hit this door. Head right back to that hill gen. Yep, so just got the heal done. Up here, we see him in the back corner there. So again, we emit no red stain or anything, so I'm going to try my best to actually kind of sneak up on him. Now, there's no scratch marks, which means they haven't started running, which means they're back here, possibly in a locker. No locker. Be behind this big rock. And again, it's honestly not really an issue to be looking for survivors like this, especially at this stage of the game. They still have 2 more gens they have to crank. Which means someone's going to have to pull aggro for that, someone's going to have to be in chase, and someone's going to have to work on a gen. And right now, nothing has progress on it. So we know that we have time to kind of branch off, look at what we need to look at. Our biggest priority overall is going to be maintaining this 3 gen we have back here, just in case things get a little spicy. Yeah, see, we got some progress. We got some real progress here now. So again, no... There they are. That's going to be the Leon. I'd like to find the Rebecca, but I be asking too much there. Ooh, good dodge. But again, no pallet in this section because the Michaela's dropped it incredibly early. Just gonna go ahead and work this little L wall. And he's gonna head to this pallet that he thinks is safe, but we can kind of cut him off and get the down.
Don't move.
Alright. And you know us, we're not slugging for the 4K. If the last one gets out, they get out. But we're gonna see if maybe we can find the Rebecca before she finds Hatch while being super sneaky. Seeing Trailless Ornament here. So start on this side, see if we hear the Hatch. And like I usually say, if they get it, you know. Not really too pressed on getting the full 4K. Looks like it is going to be on that side. Yep, and she got it. It's a pretty good first game, honestly. The Michaela's unfortunately kind of gave us that one for free. Just because I don't know if they were going for flashlight saves or whatever, but I mean they had... Oh yeah, see, it was off the record. That's essentially, that was their whole plan. They both had sprint burst. This one was meant to be chase, like they wanted to kind of be tunneled because they had the resources to get out of it. They had decisive strike, they had off the record. So they were going to try to buy as much time for the rest of the team to do and rush gens so that they would just be completely good to take chase the whole time and then hopefully have adrenaline proc and make that chase even more annoying. But I don't know, just the way they went about it. Definitely could have been better in my opinion, but you know, it happens. Sometimes things don't go all according to plan. Oh, excuse me. Some more progress there. And we'll go ahead and queue for another match because it's probably going to take a minute to find another. I do like this, being able to see the aura like that. When Rebecca and I were at, you know, one of the, it's not really a House of Pain, but it's just it's a good loop. You can probably do it like 3 times before the killer gets like enough bloodlust to catch up to you and hit you with an M1. But when she was removing that axe, she had performed a rush vault, and we have Lethal Pursuer, which extends any aura reading, anything aura reading by 2 seconds. So we see it for 3 seconds normally when they do a rush action, but Lethal Pursuer makes that 5, and then when they remove the axe from themselves, we actually see it for 8 seconds. So it's pretty handy, you know, it's definitely helpful. And then just having the... We didn't really use the doors all too much this game, but having the 50% undetectable, or having it for 50% longer, is really nice. But go ahead and spend some more points, see if we can get some more add-ons here. Because his add-ons are crazy. It's like you change the way the killer plays every time you throw on different add-ons, which in my opinion is pretty cool. Although I'm pretty sure some people have had some mixed feelings about it. I think he's probably one of the most balanced killers this game has released. And like on release, he was pretty balanced for a long time. I'm sure there, for me, it's like, yeah, there could be some tweaking like here and there and stuff like that. But like for the most part, I mean, he's definitely not like the ghoul. Ah, not this. I hate when this happens. I don't know why, but there's a bit of a bug where when you're in queue, if you're going through the blood web, sometimes it'll just have an error and kick you back to the main menu. Sorry. I'd gotten a text message from my sister, so I figured I might want to answer that. Yeah. He's super fun. I've been enjoying playing this killer. I think he's in a much better place than a lot of other killers when they first come out. Like, again, the ghoul, in my opinion, the ghoul is still ridiculously or way too strong. I think his bounds need to have a much more severe cooldown. And I think his hit registrations also need to be tweaked, but to be fair, it's a character that works a lot like Wesker, and Wesker is never going to be fixed. Wesker is the thing that breaks this game actively, so, you know, we'll see. It'd be interesting to see if they could do it, though. I don't know if anyone here remembers, but the bug with Wesker, when you would grab a survivor and you would throw them, and that animation, they would be stuck in it, even after they would, like, technically have gotten up. So you just see the survivor, like, in recliner mode, just, like, gliding around. It was pretty funny, to be fair, but it was also kind of just, like, what a broken game this is. Make sure that updated, because I don't remember if I did that or not. Yeah, that's good. Ooh. Here's something I want to ask. For anyone in chat who would be interested, I suck at editing videos. And not even so much that I suck at it, I also just don't have the full, like, time to sit down and edit. If I were to do that, we'd probably get, like, a video every 2, more like 3 weeks. Which isn't bad, you know, do what you can. But I was actually thinking, I was talking with a friend the other day, and a lot of what he does is video editing, and so we were kind of thinking about doing a little compromise, you know? He works on my stuff and edits stream clips and maybe starts with, like, making some montages, and then maybe in the future we'll go into doing, like, you know, more in-depth stuff, maybe like builds for DVD, you know, reviews on games, whatever that might be. And, you know, those are all things that he would then be able to use as a portfolio. And, you know, if anything, I guess the really, like, awesome place that would end up going is, like, you know, what we end up doing becomes successful enough to where, like, he doesn't have to use that portfolio in a you know, like, in any kind of means, because doing this would eventually be able to pay enough, you know, to provide that. But would anyone be interested in seeing that? You know, some stream highlight, like, edits, you know, funny moments, that kind of stuff. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but it's just every time I go to do it, I either make something that I'm just like, I can't upload this, or I just genuinely am like, don't have the time to work on it. Yeah, we have a fellow TTV in this lobby. Although I guess they won't know that I'm streaming. I took TTV out of my name a long time ago. I used to have it in there. And it is kind of fun, you know, like, people in your game come into your chat and they'll, you know, they'll talk and stuff, and there's engagement with the community in that sense. But it's also, like, a really easy way to have the real toxic people, like, when they lose a game, they will come in and they will, you know, say things that you can probably imagine. Or the other contrary, I've had experiences in the past where I've lost a game because I simply got outplayed, you know, and we just say GG, on to the next one, and they'll, you know, they come to your chat and they're like, why are you even playing this game? Oh, I don't like that. Were there 3 hidden survivor offerings? One of them's probably, I mean, they might have brought like 2 luck offerings, and then maybe like we all start together offering, or maybe 3 luck offerings. I don't know. I guess we will have to see. There he is. Yeah, let it out, buddy. Although, ugh.
Begins now.
Not the map that we were trying to be on. Someone immediately is in my basement is disable. So we're gonna go after this person. We're gonna keep that in mind. They're gonna be in there. They're unlocking the chest. We go this way. Switch around. We know she's there. Don't tell me both of you went into my basement. Yeah, but we're gonna get a nice M1 on the Sable here. She's gonna rush vault that. We're gonna fake. There we go. Quick, easy down there. I want to double check because I don't know where that other survivor went. But it looks like he might have just been on the outside corner check. Oh, he still got it. That's unfortunate. He ran off that way. We'll go back to the Sable. He's already injured. We could probably get a lucky axe throw. Ooh, maybe not. They're gonna take us downstairs too. Bounce and landings, interesting. We'll go for the insta pick. Right at the wall. There should be a hook down here. Yep. This one I believe did fall right behind us, so. Everything's gonna be active. Yep, they did fall down to go for the save. So we'll see if we can catch up to this gentle sir. Looks like he went down again. Yep. We'll cut over this way. And I said on the Dwight, I believe. Yes. I think he's going down the Tunnel of Doom. We'll cut him off. And we'll get another fast down there. Now, normally on this map, you do not want to be in this downstairs area. It is nothing good. Alright, so we're actually going to hit a door. We know she's down here. She's going to get the save, but I want to go up and check on stuff. Oh, I actually could have probably got that. That would have been the play. That's unfortunate. That's alright. Let's check on upstairs. Nothing on that gen. They completed that one, so they might be over on that one. So yeah, there's no progress here, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to hit this. And we're going to go over to this door. No progress. Okay, maybe they are in it downstairs. No, they just straight up haven't been doing anything. We'll be able to get the free grab there, even if they try to go for the blind. It's not gonna work. Right, we're gonna take the second. Call a Brian. Ooh, blast mine too. I see. So we're gonna activate Trail of Torment, call a Brian, since we know that this is really the only generator that's been worked on. One of them went upstairs. Kind of hoping this isn't the way. There we go. Got a whole crowd of them. Sorry, we push her off the pallet, we get the down. Nice, easy and quick. We also know the Dwight is still in the area. We saw them. Alright, good to know. There's no background player in play right now. And that gen is still yellow. So we know no one is messing with it, or else we'd be notified. They are cleansing these hex totems, or their plaything totems, very fast, so I'm wondering if they know. Alright, so that's gonna be the Dwight. Go ahead and get another fast hook right here. They just got the save, so I imagine they're healing underhook. So we're gonna put them up. Trailer's woman's no longer up, which means someone's either downstairs or we'll go downstairs. There's not really a door close to where that hook was. Yep. Got our other survivor here. Should be able to, yep, get the grab. Beautiful. All right, we'll put you on the hook right next to your favorite gem. How about that? Boil over as well. We're gonna go ahead and give this another kick. Call Brian, gonna take a lot of that off. Ah, you're the one with blast mine. Gotcha. Good to know. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit that. We're gonna use this door. We're gonna go back up top. Actually, we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait this out. Yep, here comes one. Just fell down. Now we come out. Boom. We're gonna get the hit there. Absolutely for free too. Now I don't know if we're gonna have a hook close enough. Oh, they're not even wiggling, so we can make whatever hook we need to. You're gonna stab with that? That's fine. She's not even wiggling. I'll go upstairs. Right, so we know the Dwight and the Sable are down here, which means that there's probably little to no progress upstairs on Jen. There's a little progress here, but they're probably gonna try to 3-man that Jen, and we're just gonna have to say that's not happening. Yep, there they are. They're back on it. Someone went for the save, so I'm gonna pop out. And we're immediately back on the Gen. So someone went through the gate. We're gonna go ahead and give this a kick. Let that regress as much as possible, and then we're gonna use this to go back upstairs. Okay, get a nice hit there. Sable's gonna take us downstairs. We know that they just healed the Meg. So we'll take a long wall on this. Yeah, you know, the pallet, not the smartest move there. Oh, I hear you. Are you willing to die for it, though? That's what I'm wondering. Right, so we'll know if she re-enters the room. She put herself in a perfect spot to not get blinded. Appreciate that, Sable. Ooh. Boil over doing boil over things. She is still behind me, but we should still be able to make this hook. You know, the only real gen progress they have is on the one that's upstairs. She's gonna be right here. Oh, an insta-pull. Spicy, I like it. Yeah, we'll just grab her off. And we will put you on this hook. Alright. I don't know what you thought that was gonna achieve there. But that's 2 survivors dead. Boil over, so I might not actually make it. Oh, and decisive. Interesting. That's fine. She's gonna go through that. We're gonna go ahead and hit this so we can get undetectable. And we're gonna go right up to the door right above us. Ball works out. There we go. We get another one. And we know that this one can go through another hook stage. Again, another boil over. We definitely had some plans going into this match, but now we should hopefully have enough time to find the Sable and secure a nice 4K. Oh, she went through the portal. We have some faint scratch marks here. Might have been her actually going back in the portal. But honestly, that's pretty fine. We'll proxy this upstairs area. Oh, and we saw her right there, back by Shaq. She's already injured as well, so we can prep this, get a nice down, and off we go. We'll save the Mori. You know, they tried some shenanigans, it just didn't work out. Nothing I think is Moriable, if that makes sense. So we'll go ahead and just boop, Get you right up on a hook. Enjoy your stay. I want to get good at doing that. Like, they're on a pallet or like a wall, I can toss it like straight up, and then I've seen some of those clips and I'm like, man, that is good. And it comes down so fast. The survivors of it, like, you would never expect it. And with a good GG. Ooh, love to see that. Chaser. That's probably just because we didn't even like have time to really chase anybody. Like, they were just there. So we were just getting those down super super fast. Ah, so we were on the rainbow key. Got you. And the 2 flashlights. Hey, you know what happens? But yeah, we have breakout. Boil over, decisive, lithe. Balanced and lithe. Wow. It's an interesting combo. Background player on the Meg. I actually thought it was on the Dwight, to be honest. Because he's the one I think that started with the flashlight. Yeah. Good game overall. Definitely a nice 4K for us. I'll take it. Get the music going again. And to be fair, I don't know how loud the music actually is on stream because I do have it fairly low in OBS. So if you guys want it louder during these in-between segments where we're loading into the match, just let me know. You know, I can turn it up whenever needed. But I'm liking this build on him. Trail of Torment gives us a lot of utility, especially when they have gens that are like have a lot of regression progress that can be taken. As long as they're not like touching it, we can sustain with the doors like being undetectable pretty much the entire match if we're trying to balance that out. And then obviously pairing Call of Brian after it being updated and buffed this recent patch definitely does do a pretty good job at regressing a generator fairly quickly. It's a good little slowdown, you know, especially if you're keeping tempo with survivors and really putting pressure on them, which is what you should be doing when you're playing Springtrap. There should never be a dull moment, basically, in your gameplay. You should be on top of survivors as often as possible, outside of just finding, essentially, that next survivor. He very much thrives in the snowball-y aspect of the game where, you know, you get someone on a hook, and then you find your next chase as quick as possible and attempt to get them on a hook while the other person is still on one. Because it's only going to pull people off of the main objective, which is doing gens. And they're going to have to go and they're going to have to do that kind of stuff. Like, they're going to have to go save the survivors. And, you know, they're going to try to maybe heal and do that kind of stuff. So, having those two is very, very beneficial, especially when pairing it together. And then Plaything, just for the moments where we can't use a door, maybe Trail of Torment isn't up if they're affected by Hex Plaything. They're not going to see the red stain anyways. They will still get a form of Terror Radius, but they're not getting the full effect. So, you know, they might think you're further away, and turns out you're right on top of them, and you can pull them off a gen. And then Lethal Pursuer is just a good one to start with for the game. You know, we know exactly where to go. We know who we want to go for. And we're not wasting any time looking for survivors. Oh, I apologize. I'm getting, like, not hiccups, but hiccups, which is always a fun time. But Lethal Pursuer just allowing us to know exactly where we need to go right out the game, right at the start, and then with our 2 add-ons added to that, you know, especially the purple guy drawing, just extending that aura reading info that much longer, especially when you're in a chase and you're, you know, they're vaulting windows a lot or dropping pallets. Doing those rushed actions definitely helps out. To be able to see them for longer, you can kind of outplay them to a sense, because most of the time our red stain's going to be invisible anyways, so they're not really going to know what to do if we're mind gaming them, which is always a fun thing. as my my friend Orion and awesome moderator on all of our streaming platforms, as he put it, he'll probably play Springtrap for the same reason that he plays Pyramid Head, which is he's a walking mind game. You know, it's like you really have to guess and hope that you're right on a lot of like chases and actions. Like you gotta hope that it's gonna play in your favor or that you chose correctly. Which is very interesting. They have never really done that with like any other killers in the game. Or at least to my knowledge, outside of Pyramid Head. There's not really a whole lot of other killers that share that same kind of aspect. Oh man, we bring some stuff. So we got some luck. It's a blood point increase. I really wish DVD would make these actual like in-game tips, like keeping the basic ones that are important to know for newer players, but like I wish it would have some kind of like, you know, some little more advanced stuff, like when you're running Shack, you know, like remember that you don't always have to vault the window, you know. All right, so we got 2 survivors back here. One's working on a jump. Wow, actually all 4. So we're gonna pretend like we don't see this guy. Act like we're aiming somewhere else. I pulled my card too soon. I think we still... Oh, no. Uh-oh. That's a bad first chase. We're actually going to break off from that. He's wanting to go to main. Might be a chance to get some pallets early, but we want this person off this gen. And that's a Nick. Good to see you, bud. And that's an easy grab right there. And that's going to be our first hook of the game. What we're going to do is we're going to hook him. We know survivors were in the area, but what we're going to do is we're going to proc this with Trail of Torment, Call O'Brien. We're going to slow down that gen progression, and then we're also going to become incredibly stealthy. As much as we can. Thought I saw sparks on this gen. Here's I was wrong. I know he ran into main, so he might be working on this main generator. I do hear progress on it, but we are completely undetectable right now. Which means he's about to shit his drawers. Oh, he fell. Good play by him. Good play. And good dodge. We'll still get an M1 here. He probably drops that pallet. Ooh, okay. So this is definitely a much more experienced DVD player. He's saving his resources for his team and for himself. Oh, but not saved enough. That's going to be a juicy axe throw right there. So we'll get him up on a hook. We're actually going to put him back here, kind of in no man's land, you know. Pull the team off of gens and kind of bring them somewhere they probably don't want to be. We're going to go to this gate here, and we're actually going to go back up to the top, and we're going to try to re-proc Call O'Brien and Trail of Torment. Oh, actually, hold on. This one's got some progress as well. We're going to go ahead and hit this with Call O'Brien. Let that regress a little bit. Whoever did the save just got the heal off. But we're going to go up to main. Trail of Torment is now off cooldown. So we're going to come back up here. We're going to kick this generator since it had more progress. Re-procking Call O'Brien on that. And now Trail of Torment is active as well. See someone going for the save. Might be able to get it. Nah, that's too far. Go after the Nick again. Get him injured. If anything, might get us a juicy... I hit the... Dang, that's unfortunate. If nothing else, we should be able to get an M1. Oh, nope. No cigar. We're going to fake this. Come back out. There we go. We're going to get an axe hit there. We're going to be able to see the axe through the wall. And if he fast rushes this window, which I assume he will. No, he's a gangster. Yeah, with Springtrap being played so frequent, people are definitely... Good dead hard. I should have waited that out. People are definitely coming up with ways to better get around his kit and everything that he can do. Get this window over here. We're gonna flex back to this TL wall. We should be able to. Ooh, pallet. Yeah, no, he's doing a good job. I'm also missing everything I'm throwing, and that does not help. There we go. That's the throw we needed. Might have the team in the area. He was crawling for pallet. And they did get quite a bit of gen progress done because that was a long chase.
Wait there.
Definitely not what we wanted. But it happens, you know? Not every game is going to be perfect. We're down to 2. We're going to have to start thinking about our 3 gen, which I think these 3 here are probably going to be it. Shaq has no progress there. This one did originally at the start of the game. Oh, it looks like we actually have a survivor coming back to this one as well. Might be able to pull off a little surprising shenanigan here. There we go. That was an interesting interaction, but alright, game.
You belong here.
Yeah, so they got me done. So yeah, these 3 gens are what we're gonna want to prioritize here. That's pretty much gonna be our goal. There's both of them. I don't know where this Meg is. Fake the axe throw. Come back out this way. Ah, man, my stubby little arms. And this is a super safe area for him. He's gonna go into main. That's fine. We're gonna make sure that this gen starts regressing here. There's the Claudette. Close, been a cigar. We're gonna kick this and we're gonna head back over to that other gen. Coming there. No progress on this one, which is good. We kind of want to force them to do that gen out there so that we can really proxy this area down. No progress on main. Someone was on our door. Using the camera at the very least. There's a lower croft. We're going to break this pallet to make this back area a little bit more unsafe. And then we're going to go back to our 3 gen. Gonna wait for a bit. They're healing somewhere. We're gonna check this generator. It's kind of out here on the wing. No real progress. We're gonna start using our doors a little bit more. That they're probably in main if I had to guess. Because they just got a full team heal, so they're all together right now. That's kind of fine. So we'll wait for a second. And this gen here had the most progress last they saw. So come out, we'll see if they're working on it. Up there. Check shack, and then we'll hit that door and go over to that gen. Nothing here. Again, we'll go back to this gen, see what's going on. More progress. We'll break this pallet while we're here. And this will be the loot until we get our next chase. Speaking of, hello, Mr. Nick. Dodge, but we'll get the juicy M1 there. Just gonna double back through shack. We can see him. It's a nice juicy window. Bake out this way. It's on that corner. I'd like to corral him back to that window if we can. Oh, I did, but I missed it. Oh, he went backside of shack. Push him this way so he has to drop pallet here. I'm getting juiced by the Nicolas Cage. Camps pallet there. Go ahead and hit this. Yeah, he knew he didn't make window there. We'll get him down after that. Oh, unfortunate though. He definitely ran me for a good amount of time. And they're gonna have some progress on some gens. That far gen's probably got a ton of progress on it. So it's this one. This one's right out of the game though, and we'll see if we can slow this game down a little bit by hitting this with Call of Brine, Trail of Torment. And we'll head over to this gen. Just still at the same progress, okay. So it's got a little bit on it, but nothing crazy. Nothing over here on this side. Let somebody loot back to shack. We kind of just want to let that regress. No progress on shack. So we're definitely not out of the game. Just we're gonna have to play this one pretty slow. Let's see, I saw scratch marks, so then it just disappeared. Right, see him back there. Another survivor was on this gen here. I don't think he left this tile. So we definitely would have seen it. But we know they're not back on that other gen because Trail of Torment is still up. I'd guess they're working on shack right now. Don't know what the plan was there, but we know that one regressed enough. We can probably get her, put her on a hook, and go back to that gen and not have any like real progress on it. So we'll bring her over to this hook.
You will see.
See, that one's still regressing, so that means they're back on that one. We're gonna pop this to go undetectable. Gonna hit this door. Oh yeah, bunch of progress. Bunches and bunches. Now where are you hiding? I would say it'd be killer to have nowhere to hide right now. So someone got the save. I'm gonna let Call of Brine do its thing on that. We're gonna go back towards this gen. We're gonna see if we can find her just at the unhooking. Healing under hook, so they ran off to heal. That's fine though. As long as they're not doing anything, I'll take that every day. I'm gonna approach this. They just got the heal. I'm gonna approach this through main, see if we can catch this guy off guard. See where he's hiding. Yep, there they go. There's a Claudette. So they have urban evasion. There we go. We're gonna nice M1 there. So you're gonna run to this pallet for safety, free drop it. Ah, can't go through that. That's unfortunate. We'll have to break this. And we'll have to hopefully make this as quick as possible. Yep, lots of free drops. We saw the other survivor behind us. So we'll get them down there. We know the other person is back there in that corner. They're gonna go to that gen. But I think we have a hook nearby. Hello? Oh, and she has tenacity. With unbreakable, possibly. Since we know they're back on that gen, and that's the only gen that has like real progress right now, we're gonna go ahead and hit this door and just go right back. That's a good dodge. And incredible whiff by me. He wasn't the person that we saw, so we're gonna have to kick this. Then we'll reinitiate this chase. So most likely, save. That is insane that I did that twice. Wow. You think I would learn? Quick down on him. We'll say the Lara Croft is probably going to be our problem. Yep. They're double teaming this gen without a doubt. Still might be able to get through here. So they went ahead and they popped the door. Which door though? Wasn't this one, so it's that bar door. Glad I got the save. We'll get our axe back. We're definitely getting one of them because his timer's out now as well. She'll go down. And he goes down. Let's go. That was a huge throw. So I know we got this hook here, which is pretty close. Actually, we're gonna hook her over by where we just downed him. Just that Laura. Just to do anything. Where was he at? He also have tenacity? He's gotta have like Iron Will. He should be making a shit ton of noise. Yeah, it looks like he got out. Better he's waiting for his time to go for the save. Check gate real quick. Oh no, he's here. Hey bud.
I am so late. Would you believe me if I just said I just woke up?
Probably. I mean, you're still sick, so you know.
Less sick, more just exhausted.
I mean, fair enough.
Your struggle will end soon.
Like puddle on the pillow, exhausted. I will not be afraid to say it. Like, good grief.
Happens to the best of us. Oh, but man, that was.
I just got finished dealing with RL crap, and I saw that you pinged like, I'm gonna be doing some DVD. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, just playing some casual DVD. I wanted to stream tonight since I couldn't get a stream up Friday due to my poor planning. But I've definitely ran into some interesting groups tonight so far.
Define interesting.
Just like they clearly have a plan going in and they're trying to execute on it and they're just doing it so poorly. This one did a fair job. That team actually, they were able to get all the gens done, but we were able to get the 3K, so.
You mean like, what is it, what do you call them? Lightsaber Jedis, but they don't know how to use the lightsabers.
Pretty much. Like when I tell you there was like the number of hooks I got for free, because not that like they were even going for like flashlight saves. It was other, like, they would just be in the area. Like they'd just be like there, or they try to go for the sneaky like instant unhook, and it's like, this is not the move, brother.
Oh, like a deliverance on hook. Let me guess, but they did it like while you were still there, so you're just watching them run away, almost in disbelief. Like,
Basically.
What? And so you have to hunt them. So you hunt them down for a total of 2 seconds, and then they're back up, and their deliverance is gone.
Yep. It's pretty much what we've been dealing with tonight.
I think, methinks the rabbit has brought out the scrubs.
Possibly.
I'd pin it on the rank reset, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think a rank reset will make them this bad, especially if you've been doing as well as you imply.
I mean, the first game we got a 3K, and the last survivor found hatch. The second one we got a full 4K, and then this one we got a 3K, but it was a lot closer. They actually got the doors open and everything, so. This one,
neurons are actually turning on.
Yeah, I had to play my game of like, I had my 3-gen, I had to patrol it. It was a much more drawn out game, but it was a group of survivors that knew where to take me to get gens done, which is a dangerous team to go up against, to say the least.
Fair enough.
So I'm just making more Bloodweb progress while we're waiting for another game, because yeah, queue times have been kind of long tonight, but I mean, it's to be expected. Again, it's still Springtrap, and he's maybe a week and a half like old when it comes to the game. So.
Oh yeah, no, he is not gonna be slowing the roll down anytime soon.
I would say no.
Honestly, let me check the DVD stats. I'm pretty sure like the quote honeymoon phase is dying down somewhat, but at the same time.
It probably brought in a whole new
imagine.
crowd to DVD too.
Yeah.
A lot of people that never played it.
In the last month, there's the Surge. June 17, that's when he came out. So let's see. The average per day before Springtrap happened. Whoa, at one point the player base dropped down to 0. I don't think that was a maintenance thing. Wish I can zoom in here. So before he dropped proper, the average player base was around 50 to 28,000, depending on what time of day it was. Springtrap drops, it caps out at 105. And after the initial honeymooning phase, yeah, no, the player base has maintained a surge here.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, a lot of people probably found the game through
30,000 people since Springtrap drops. Like an extra 30,000 people. So now the lower end is about 55,000 and the upper end is 80.
I mean, that's pretty darn good, especially for a game like this.
And now Springy practically doubled their player base.
All back there. Are you gonna work on that, Jen?
Although that does say a lot. I don't think that's all just returning players. I think that's like the newbies as well.
Oh, 100%. Like people that played FNAF and love FNAF, but had never played Dead by Daylight a day in their life. Maybe had seen it, but.
I would also like to mention that there's probably going to be another surge over the next few days if things go the way I'm suspecting. Demi sent a Twitter picture to me.
That sucks.
Like a tweet to me on Discord. Markiplier is now playing Five Nights at Dead by Daylight on Steam.
Interesting.
Meaning, He's probably sponsored by Dead by Daylight, as 8-Bit Ryan was, and he's gonna start playing Springtrap.
I mean, hey, go for it. I actually think this is a game that Mark would find himself enjoying.
He's played it with them before. It's just, I guess, he played it back when, like, genuinely, I think he played it back when Myers was new. So it's like,
Oof,
you know,
yeah. I mean, it's been some
so
time.
there wasn't a whole lot to go off of. No Pyramid Head, no Nemesis, no Spirit, no, like, there was nothing really here. It was all the bare bones and, like, the idea that all of these licensed killers were going to end up all in the same boat together. Much less working together, 2v8.
Yeah.
That's when they needed to show up. I can just hear Mark and Jack cackling like idiots during the 2v8s.
Oh, 100%. Oh, yeah, no, you messed up there. Oh, and then I messed up, so you...
And then you ran face first into the hook and then threw your...
I've definitely had my my skill issue brought to full fruition. I can go through that bush. I don't know if you knew that.
I also don't want to sound like that guy, but over on green, you realize you've had your first kick stream like 3 streams in a row, right?
Yep.
That's just gonna become the thing. It's like first kick stream, let's go every stream now.
Pretty much. I just forget to go to kick and actually like change it.
Nope. It's all a part of the thing now. It's the first stream forever. We don't give a frick.
I mean, honestly, kind of based. I think that'd be a funny thing to do.
What is it like? There's a pair of YouTubers that I check out on occasion. They have a podcast. Every freaking episode of the podcast is the first episode.
I was like, that's funny, you know. I can get behind that.
Which is very on brand for them, seeing as how it's they call it scuff and stuff.
Scuff
So
and
it's like so it's like the scuff of the system's just not working.
Yeah, fair enough. That's insane. That's worked on me multiple times tonight too. Right back to the track. Oh, come on. Game couldn't give me one.
When does this game give anyone anything?
I mean, true. Dang, nah, I mean, she is cracked at the game.
Got spun like a helicopter.
Pretty much, yeah. I got a DC. We're gonna have the next gen done. And maybe not, they're cleansing totems. Fight, I guess, probably on that one. Oh, no progress. Probably should have gone for a yoink, but... Super unsafe palette.
Yeah, no, it's the problem with that one is that it's not long enough. It's just
Yeah, it's just there.
like it's good for an immediate escape, but it's not good for much else.
Yeah, if you can't stun the killer with that one, then like don't even drop it.
No, just get out.
Got to heal really fast too.
Maybe both of them. there was multiple people.
Possibly.
Or maybe there's
See, like, that's
botany
not a
knowledge
hit.
running around.
Also true. New and improved. You're gonna go to check. You're gonna work on the scan. There. God. Story of my life is just getting it like stuck on the edge of the window.
If only the hitbox of the axe was like Deathslinger's gun. Just throw it through one of those little holes, and then somehow the survivor is asking, "That worked!" And it's like, yep.
Yeah, they're gonna have these.
Okay, I'm
gems
gonna
done
level
now.
with you, Jay. I watched that like chase with the I keep forgetting. I think it's Yui. You did not need to commit to the axe that hard on Pallet. She was right there. Just stab her at that point.
Yeah, I know, but I want to get better with the axe, so I mean, I gotta use it if I'm gonna get better with it. Again, still new killer, you know. Dang, these security doors are not really gonna be my favorite here.
I mean, they can't just spawn them right on top of the gates. That'd just be stupid.
No, true.
I love how that doesn't make it.
Always gotta try, you know. I've seen some orbital launches before, but they played that super well.
Yeah, but then they just ruined it. But just like you gotta be rude about it.
I mean, it's whatever. They'll celebrate how they want to celebrate. I was aftercare with the medkit too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And
no, that's no. We're gonna live forever is only when they're down.
Yep. Wicked.
No wait, because look down there on Yui, botany knowledge.
Yeah, botany. It could have been a double thing. I'm not sure. But this is the one I was in chase with the most. Self-care too. Pairing it with self-care.
Iron Will.
Yeah.
Like,
Fine, chill, lightweight, lithe. Some normal stuff. I mean, like, it's nothing crazy. We've seen that kind of stuff before. It wasn't like the other night where basically every survivor had the same perk loadout.
live windows.
Like, seriously. Although, ironically, I saw someone today running live and balanced landing, which I thought was interesting. I was like, that's ballsy, but, you know, I respect it.
Great atmosphere.
Why?
I don't know, because those are some heavier exhaustion perks. I would run, like, head on with another exhaustion perk, maybe, because head on, I think, only gives you exhaustion for, like,
light.
20 seconds.
Even then, it only happens when you, like, successfully stun them.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm going for head-on plays, like, I can do that and probably work that exhaustion off through a chase. If I'm not making mistakes, but I make plenty of mistakes, especially when I'm Survivor.
Yeah. Been there.
Plenty, so. Real quick, though, we're going to pop on the music again. I'm going to hit BRB so that I can use the restroom. And we will be right back. Unmuting my mic might also be a good idea.
Yeah. Gotta get you some auto commands on that stream deck.
I've reset this thing so many times, I'm just like... I at least have the scenes on there. But yes, I do gotta sit down one day and just take the hour it would take to like go through and set it up right.
Hour? Dude, I can help you do that in the next break.
Well, everything I want. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Speaking of... Getting into a mess, so we'll pause. Ooh, 3 toolboxes. Yummy, just for me? I like this Michaela's name, Bebo. Bebo.
Sounds like, I don't know if you've seen that, like the little egg bot that people can use from wherever and just meander around their house.
Dude, I would, if I had one of those, I would 100% name it Bebo.
For obvious reasons, I'd name it Mo.
Mo. Aw. Dude, I don't know why, but I almost had the, like, unsatiable desire to watch Wall-E the other night. My brain was like, I need to watch it.
That is one of the few good Disney movies that currently exist within the ether.
That is Disney?
Yeah, Wall-E is one of Disney's.
Yeah. I don't know why my brain kind of thought Pixar. Probably because it's so good. I was like, Disney doesn't make anything good. Disney can't do that anymore. It can't possibly be Disney.
You have to understand, it was a different era.
It was a much different era. But man, yeah, what a classic movie. Love Wall-E. Wall-E.
That is, I will mention that is like the peak of show, don't tell.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
You can tell the story from here until Doomsday, but you don't have to actively say much of anything. In fact, I'm pretty sure the captain had the most lines in that entire movie.
He definitely does. I think the most, like, words that we hear from anyone else is mainly just like, "Ah," like screaming, basically.
Screaming.
Or
yeah,
unintelligible, like, mumbling.
Well, and our daily allowance of John Ratzenberger, who is in every single Pixar film to date somewhere.
So we have 3 survivors. Sorry, not to cut you off. 3 survivors, so maybe someone with distortion at play here?
Or someone was just stuck behind a piece of architecture you didn't notice.
Oh god, that scared the crap out of me. I did not expect her to run like that. Oh, that was just bad.
Who's supposed to be jump scaring who here?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's a bad sign. If I'm getting jump scared. God, caught up on this car, dude. She's car looping right now. I can hear that. No, I don't. I feel like because he has a ranged option, I feel like his melee attacks are actually like shorter range.
I promise you they're not. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it's just because you're taller than you're used to. So it looks like you should be going further.
And the tree blocks that. That is super unfortunate. Oh, a hook right here though. I'll take that. Because that gen in the center is about to pop.
Is that why you just keep that there?
Yeah, but it, of course, got hung up in the trees. Oh, that was close. Like I said, you always got to give it one like good college try, you know. That's a pain. They're working on this gen down here, so I don't think he really wants to go in here. Alright, he left. We're undetectable, so maybe. Just the Dwight or something here.
Hope he doesn't make the white move. obligated to make that joke at least once per stream.
Hey, fair enough. Get on my way.
Well, he just answered the question, who would win, Springtrap or a dinosaur?
Main gen's regressing. Could kick the one in the basement, but I think we're gonna go back on the side of the map. Now they're back on it. Got the save, one's working on this.
They still haven't cleansed that plaything.
Yeah, we
there
have.
is a Michaela around here somewhere.
Yeah, she just
who
ran.
has no idea where you are unless she actively looks at you.
She ran into this house. Oh, and there she is. Oh, I thought she'd vault it. Wow. Good play on her.
A little predictable, plus that pallet really isn't worth the trouble. That's another one of those, like, stun or run pallets.
True.
Or get grabbed.
Someone cleansed a plaything, so that had to have been the Dwight.
Not necessarily. Remember, after a long enough time, the plaything can be cleansed by someone else.
That is true, yeah.
And it has been definitely longer than a few minutes.
I'm taking the axe out.
Why does everybody seem to think, oh, if I just crouch in front of him, I'll be safe?
You know, I'm not sure.
Like, that is the single worst place for you to end up.
Some unhooks. We're getting some hooks. We're actually gonna go back to this, even though we're not undetectable. A lot of progress up there. Oh, that was a bad shot. That was honestly a little bit lucky.
Bit of a wish.com swing there.
A little bit.
Exquisite.
But hey, you know, I'll take it. Go back to that center gen. They got the one in the Myers house. Center gen is wiped out. I might have gone to that backside.
I'm starting to think that Jake might have been the one with the distortion, because his play style is suggesting, please don't find me ever, because you have not seen this man since the match started.
Pretty much.
In fact, if he is the one with distortion, you have not seen this man.
We're gonna let her actually run up the stairs. I'm gonna call O'Brien, trailer torment this. Love being able to just hear him.
Groaning in agony.
Trailer torment went on cooldown. Yep. So back down there.
I still think people kind of sleep on TOT, because it is kind of an information perk. Especially if, like, a gen's been, like, chugging for a minute.
100%.
The fact that... Wait a minute, I'm not undetectable anymore. This gen has been there are no scratch marks.
Yep.
Lockers.
I knew he was in one of them.
Yeah, and he knew you knew too.
Yep, I just chose the wrong one.
Well, you always got a 50-50, may as well take it.
Sure. Oh.
You misread the prompt again. Oh, now you show up because the Dwight's about to die. Did you not know you can get rid of the X?
I mean, maybe. But either way, like, I'll take 2 free downs.
Free down and 1 dead. You down? Yeah, he was over there in the shrub. Then they're like by the. Oh, you moved. Yeah, okay. I was about to say he was by the porch.
They just heal, so they haven't been working on a gem, which means that is regressing beautifully.
And they haven't been moving in to save Dwight either. Meaning he's dead here.
Yep. Now, I will have to say, I agree with you, that was definitely not the Dwight move.
Okay, Jay, you don't say the. That's how Dwight move works.
You can say, like,
You
the
said-
right move.
No, you said the Dwight move.
Yeah, the Dwight move.
No, the joke is duh, as in like da bears. Da white move. That's the joke.
I just thought Dwight, right. That's where my
No,
brain
you
went.
get no, your brain is in the right place. You just added the extra word.
That's fine. I like my version.
Da white move. Da white. You don't need the. Then it's this the right move.
Hey. Sure. I'm bad at puns.
I don't think these are the white puns for you.
They're not. Hear the moaning and groaning.
Why are you hearing moaning and groaning? Nobody's injured.
Must have been the wind.
There's 2 alive, 2 dead, and they're both probably waiting for one another to die.
Yeah,
In fact, while you've got a second, double check for hatch offering.
There wasn't one. It was all blood point stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, they're definitely not working.
They still have to be on that side somewhere. Yep. Sprint biscuit?
What? Where did Sprint Biscuit come from?
Don't worry about it.
I've never heard that, ever.
You're coming with me, Sweet Pea.
Willing to wager money that Jake has just been hiding in a locker.
Yeah, probably. No, he was actually on a gym.
Wait there.
Well, that's bad. Now you know where he is. Or where he was.
No.
Grab.
No survivors.
Dog.
Oh, more
And that's
than
just the most insulting, like, frick you
that. Actually,
possible.
I will. Because, yeah, you hit like a rat the entire game. So, you know what? You will get a Mori.
No pizza for you.
The points will decide if this was justified or not. Because people, like, I know people say, like, don't just look at the stats, they don't say anything. But in this game, the points do actually reveal quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because if you're under, like, 10,000 at any point, that probably means you were not doing much of anything.
Brand new part. I mean, he
No,
was second.
he was-
17, yeah. He was healing.
Oh,
was doing stuff.
you know what? I saw the pebble. So he was probably trying to be a parasite.
Fair enough. Had the urban evasion too to rock.
Yep.
Some
So
life,
his whole
aftercare.
any distortion?
No, which is weird because yeah, Dwight was the one that had distortion.
Okay, I was about to say because you said you didn't see someone. I'm like, again, it's either they're buried behind the architecture, Or
Yeah, it could have been a case where like 2 people were close enough, or a gen aura was hiding it to the point that I couldn't really make it out. It was an option, but in my mind, I was like, it's highly unlikely. I was moving enough. I feel like I should have seen a 4th person. Man, talk about crazy to see someone running distortion these days.
I mean, distortion's not bad. It's just not great.
Good.
The problem is that it's counterintuitive.
Yeah.
You has distortion. Okay, you countered Lethal Pursuer. Now they know you have distortion. And if they can make out the silhouette in time, they definitely know who not to chase with and just give up.
True.
It's like,
Bad.
I don't know. It all just seems like a bad idea when you get right down to it.
Definitely
like,
not as
again,
fun
I
as
could-
it used to be.
No, because what was it? You just hide in the terror radius and you get stacks. Now it's like you have to actively be chased. It's like, well, where's the utility in that part? Like, if you're being chased, then you're not using distortion.
Well, to be fair, during chase, it could help because, I mean, even in tonight on this stream, I've had moments where I have the add-on, the purple guy add-on, so whenever they do a rushed action... Hi, Jay. Hey, Dem. How are you? But whenever they do a rushed action, it'll show me their aura for 3 seconds, now 5 because of Lethal Pursuer. And then when they remove the axe, it shows it for 6, now 8. So like anytime they vault, I get to see their aura, so it makes mind gaming a little bit easier, especially if I have like Trail of Torment up or I still have Undetectable from the door. Because I know what they're planning on doing. But like in a chase, if that's supposed to proc and distortion stops it like that, you know, that can buy them an extra 10-15 seconds at a minimum. I could be mind gaming myself and they're off like already at the next tile, like waiting at a pallet. We got 15, okay. I was getting a little low on this purple guy drawings. Just hanging out. How are the games? Not bad. We've had a pretty successful night so far. Couple 3Ks, couple 4Ks. Been fairly even actually between the two. And most of the games have not been like close. I only had one game where it was like they got all the gens done and they were able to get the door open. Oh yeah, and then we had that one kind of bad game. I only got 1 kill.
Yamaoka.
Yep. But I mean, they just outplayed me and I was not hitting my axes. Oh, and we have a TTVer in this lobby. Darth Zero.
Uh-oh.
8826.
Give me 1 second. I will go do some snooping.
Oh, excuse me. I mean, yeah, if you want. It's not really going to matter either way, I don't think.
I mean, no, because I don't do, like, proper ghosting. I just... remember, if nothing else, I just tell you, like, are they scared? Are they freaking out? What's going on?
True. Definitely seems to be a party. And they're going to start together. Most likely. Or someone wants to start as far away as possible.
I think... Wasn't there a thing in the patch notes where it's like all of the shrouds were replaced with one, where it was like the shroud of separation, where it forces them to start apart?
I don't know, actually.
I could have sworn that was a thing that happened, so they will not be starting together. And your Lethal Pursuer will tell you that.
Oh, I mean, pretty grouped.
Okay, yeah, then I have no idea. Now here's my question. Who are you gonna go get? Because I think I saw someone standing still over by, well, never mind.
Now we're just gonna get the action started.
Do the dance. They're not trying to get rid of the axe again. Does nobody pay attention to that?
You know, I'm not sure. Or they might just not think it's that important to.
It's an insta down that you cannot flashlight. It is literally a clicky gang's most, like, mortal enemy.
True. It's bad.
No, you know what I think it is? Could it be they're like people have told them, oh, he's like the twins, he can just stick it to you and then just have an easier time with you? Do you think maybe they're like on the twins mentality, just kidnap Victor?
I guess it's possible.
Like they don't know that you can reclaim the axe like straight off of their spinal cord?
Well, say it's not possible.
I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with some reason, like, because I don't think you slow down when you're trying to get rid of it, do you?
No. It's
Yeah,
like if
so
you're
then-
trying to get Victor off, like you.
Or like you're trying to get rid of the birds on the artist. Like, why wouldn't you? I don't see a logical reason for this.
There we go. Just got the save. And a very fast heal. I don't really remember seeing any medkits though.
Roll me a heal.
Yeah, we'll leave it for a surprise. There's at least 2 here. Oh wow. Keep doing that. Yeah, I should even stay a check.
Unless they actively have TTV in the name, this person does not exist.
They did have TTV in the name.
Oh, they have it like proper, like it's a part of their name. Why would you put TTV on your TTV?
Not sure.
That's just weird to me. How's the hunting going? It's going fairly well. Man's only had one, quote, lost game tonight. Just so Jay doesn't think I'm talking to the voices in people's heads.
I
Brain's
saw.
over on green.
Yeah. Alright, garage done, that's fine with me.
We're still not cleansing the playthings.
For that gen, I will take the hook trade.
Reversed.
Sprint Burst and Overcome are like the 2 things that are becoming really popular just because of Springtrap, because to make that distance and not let the grab be a factor is kind of like what they're going for. When you don't hear voices in your head.
I would give you that argument if they'd remove the axe. I have seen a total of 1 person in like the last 3 games actively try to get rid of it.
That is fair.
And the one time they did, you called it back before they could get it. So, I don't know. It looks to me like, yeah, I've got Overcome, but it's not working against him. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Are you reading your prompts? What's reading? That explains everything.
That'll do it. Close. No cigar.
Somewhere Geordie LaForge from Reading Rainbow, that's the joke, is rolling around having a fit. Like, what did I teach all these kids for? Nothing. Or rather, you taught them. They're old now, and they're not teaching their kids.
So you're gonna greed this pallet? I don't know if that was a wise move, my girl.
I would like to point out the axe is walking away. Like, I love how when they go behind something, it almost looks like somebody like invisible in creative mode, like just an axe, just jumping around.
You could say they were the next generation. Insert Mr. Krabs laugh here. Someone finally
Zane,
cleanse their totem.
I will find you. I know where I have to go. And I will execute Order 66.
I got picked up by scratch marks. That's insane. I will say sometimes survivors will just fake themselves out.
Oh, please. How many times have we done it?
True.
If I had a nickel for every time that I've seen, like, even myself double back into the killer, and even the killer was like, and misses because they weren't expecting it.
They're like, huh?
Wait there.
Someone went in the door, someone went in the door.
I don't think they did.
They did.
No, because it would have automatically. Like, done
No,
the
don't you have
grab.
to, like, select the door to go to, though?
No. The moment you enter that door, if someone's in that space, it'll just go into that animation.
Then they must have booked it, dude, because I swear I saw that door open.
Yeah, I just saw him, I
In
think.
fact, I'm gonna double back on the VOD in a minute, and I'm gonna make sure, because I saw that door go from a shade of gray to a shade of black.
One thing I've learned from Rocket League, sometimes stupid works. Are you referencing me right now?
Why do you immediately assume he's talking? What is it you're always telling me? Not everything is about you.
Well, listen, the TikToks I send him would be valid enough for that statement.
All right, let me double check.
Now he went in. Oh.
See? I think you have to select the door. I don't think you just end up in the space.
You know, maybe I do. You might be right. I always thought, because when I did it, I never selected a gen. I just would go through.
Or were you mashing and you just happened to catch somebody because you were looking at a door?
No, I mean, I'm not mashing my my control button.
I don't know. I'm just saying. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. Alright, where's the VOD? Because now it's actually bothering me.
So they had him. And you use your sprint burst, my guy. Yeah, see? If he's in there, I didn't select anything. It just auto grabs.
I don't know, dude.
It's just a door, like, the animation of them getting in and out must be fast enough that it doesn't matter. Double teaming another gen somewhere. Maybe it's that one.
Yeah, no, I just checked. Adam definitely went inside that door when I called it out the first time. So, yeah, no, he was definitely in there. I don't know. Maybe he just got out quick enough.
Again, I don't know how fast that animation is on the survivor side because I've never tried it.
It's definitely slower for them than it is for you, but it's not impossible for them to escape you that way.
That's fair. Break this. It's dangerous. Plus, I hear you back on the gen, my guy.
Oh, there it is. I dropped the pellet. I'm gonna blind you once now and waste my flashlight battery and gain about a total of 1 second of chase because I'm going slower walking like this. literally the only reason I can see someone getting value out of that is if they're using Champion of Light.
I mean, yeah, quite literally.
Because, like, you're slower using it, so what do you stand to gain by doing that other than being a nuisance?
What you being an idiot like this guy? Now you're gonna die in bait. Wow. Yeah.
Also, Jay, you know the answer to why would you greed that?
Just why would he double back?
No, my precious flashlight! Wait, no!
No, not even that. I wasn't even like moving that way. Like that was just dumb.
Three gens, 2 hooks left. Both of them are injured. I can guarantee you none of them are looking for one another.
Tapping these gens though.
Well, here's the issue. Unless they go and, like, hunt each other down for a heal, yeah, that's it. Now you know where at least one of them is. And I can see the Atom crawling to the right over there with his bright, bright white detective's coat or whatever.
Greedy. Greedy, greedy, greedy.
I believe the word is dead.
Yeah, especially on second hook. Or like death hook. Very greedy.
Hatch Hunt versus the human squeak toy. I'll be honest, you'll probably hear her before you hear the hatch.
Surprisingly, no. I thought she'd just be standing on it with how long that took. Adrenaline, though.
Irrelevant. Now you just gate watch. Of course, it would help if that, like, I get that they want you to see where the gates are, but it would help if they didn't actively cover up the gates, much less for so long. I will mention that.
Yeah.
Now you just do this all day.
Pretty much. It's like, unless they found a key, you know, it's like...
Which is extremely unlikely. Their best bet is the one that you're currently at because it's so far from the gate.
We even get a little bit of time.
I mean, you're undetectable pretty much the entire time, so there's no way that they know where you are at any given moment. There were some people talking about, like, potentially having the FNAF 3 Scream put in there instead.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty good.
I mean, I don't mind the one he's got. It's just, I don't know, something about it, it doesn't fit him. I mean, don't get me wrong. It works. It works very well. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's the nostalgia talking.
Possibly.
Nostalgia, as I've never played the thing a day in my life.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3 adrenalines. 2 urban evasions.
Oh, so this was like an end game. We are going to survive build.
Sprint burst balanced.
Again?
Yep, balanced. Sprint burst.
Sprint burst. When would you ever get use out of that?
Hyper focus fast track. That's a new one. With stakeout too. Wow.
Hyper focus fast track I get more than the freaking sprint burst urban evasion balanced landing combo. It's like, so you don't want to be seen, but you bring the thing that's supposed to theoretically make you go.
Yeah. Not sure how that one works.
Like, here's the only way I see that working. Ready? You go up to a tall structure, sprint burst is triggered. Adrenaline pops, you use the balanced landing. That is the only way I see that working.
And that is like a 1 in a million type of scenario.
That is like the planets have aligned for you type of thing.
The stars in the night sky shine so brightly upon you. This update yet? Oh, it did. I'm saving my eerie shards. Because I could technically buy some other killers. That's like, I also don't, like, I'm gonna get the pack so I can get him and Sable at the same time. That's like all the people that yeah, all the people that I actually want, I have to buy anyways. Whether it's for their perks or to actually play them, so I'm kind of like, do I even use the shards?
I mean, you may as well. What else are you going to use them on?
Yeah, I guess that's true. And I mean, to be
like,
fair, I could get
so
these
many
two.
of the things.
I could get these two and 2 survivors technically if there are 2 survivors. They're priced at 4,500. I guess Pain Res is probably one of the only ones. Pentimento maybe. In some builds, Pentimento is kind of nuts.
Pentimento would honestly work well with the build you're running now.
True.
Because Plaything forces them to cleanse at least 4 out of the 5 totems. Problem is, good luck getting them to clean out the 5th one.
True.
Plus, you have to be on top of it, because if they see you reigniting totems, you lose 1 and the whole thing goes to hell.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And then I guess with the other 9, I'll get either 2 survivors or another. Bit creepy how it looks like Springtrap is looking at Phoenix's webcam a little bit.
I mean, he do be kind of creepy though, so who knows?
I mean, the whole story for Springtrap and stuff like that, I mean, the FNAF lore, the games are fun if you're like into that genre, you know? But then once you actually start getting into the lore and like what actually happened to cause
Everything.
you know, everything, yeah, pretty much everything, it's like, it's one of those things where it's who's the famous horror book writer? Stephen King? Is that the name I'm thinking of?
I think so.
He was the writer of It, in a bunch of other like horror books. And he's known well for the way that he writes like his horror. It's not necessarily like, I'm sure it's gruesome in the books, but like that's not the horror aspect of it. It's not like a gore thing. It's like the way that he writes is creepy. Like
it's a psychological thing, not active like
It's like one of those kind of horrors. Because while FNAF is gruesome, like definitely don't get me wrong on that. But also like it's the psychological, like someone made that. And you kind of ask yourself, you're like, how messed up are they in the head? That they're coming up with these concepts and ideas for this guy.
The horrible ironic thing is that and this is actually a fact. I think Cawthon's Christian. It's like, woof. Man's got some ideas going on in there, I'll say that much.
Oh, I got robbed. That should have been a grab. Playing this guy on Larry's is going to be interesting.
I mean, it's a lot of long hallways. And if they drop all the
Yeah, I know.
If they drop all the pallets like that, it should be a cakewalk for you.
Here's hoping.
Here is indeed hoping. You think she's stupid enough to go in the door?
No. She will drop the pallet while she's healthy.
Never underestimate cowardice, is all I'm going to say.
Fair. The general layout of this map, though, it's like so many tight corners. I have to hit my axe perfectly. That's center gen done. Because I can't just huck them down long hallways because I got a roof to think about.
Well, you can, it's just you're not going to get a lot of distance out of it. Still have yet to figure out the practical use for the weight add-on.
I really don't think this is one.
Like, yeah, the shot. Like, yeah, the axe is heavier, but like, to what end?
Yeah, and what does that actually provide you?
Well, yeah, well, how does this help?
This is good.
Exactly.
How exactly? Yeah.
It's like, great, instead of throwing it 2 feet, I can throw it 1 foot. I may as well just lunge at him.
Yeah, unhook. That's present. Wow, and the instant heal.
Well, I think I see why. Look around you.
Yeah, but that was like really fast, so unless they had like resurgence or something. Palisade? Oh. Just get stuck on everything, dude. Drops. Break this. It was in that group. So pretty good power right away. Nest, quick and quiet. Pressure here on your friend.
I'm not gonna say quick and quiet's bad. It definitely has its uses, but you have to play it really well in order to get value out of that.
True.
Examples of good use of quick and quiet include, but are not limited to, using it to vault something fast early and getting value out of it that way, so that way you can just charge it up, since it does not cause exhaustion.
True.
Which surprises me. Of course, if it did, it would not exist, because, he can't hear me vaulting or spood. I think I'm gonna go with the spood. What we have here is a case of, I was gonna let you leave, but you started getting in my face, so now you're gonna have an issue.
Yeah, more or less. Still a
This
force
one
survivor.
dead,
I
is
haven't
that
seen
why
all
they're-
game, so they're definitely like cranking it down. Yes. There it is.
That's why that's why they're so, like, adamant about protect the president.
Probably.
Altruism, the survivor killer. Like, yes, I get protecting your teammate, but one for all doesn't work here.
Pretty much.
Or, I guess in this case, this would be all for one, because you're killing all of you just to save one person.
Someone insert the, like, if this is being recorded stream, so I guess kind of it is, but, just insert the All for One music from My Hero. Like, opera music. Dun, 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 dun.
You are speaking things I do not know.
Oh, you'll learn.
I seem to forget, I think we were on, like, episode 10 of season 1. I don't know what you're talking about.
We were on season 1. Good to know this doesn't have any progress. It's actually very good to know. Hello, milady.
Oh, you finally found her.
Found them both. And a pallet to boot.
Wow, she didn't even do the trade. Did she just drop a flashbang in your face?
I guess, but I just won the game. Nice. Okay. Unless one of them has Unbreakable, but either way, y'all are dead, fools. Like,
Again, all for one does not work here.
and that wasn't even me really camping it out. I went to check that other gen. It's just I got security doors, man.
And then she showed up, and it's like, oh, hello there. And then she runs over. It's like, what are you gonna do?
Pretty much.
This one may get loose. Nope, never mind.
Good. Good. Unless if he had flip flop, probably.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I started bringing flip flop, because I'm
Yeah.
sick to death of stuff like this happening.
I mean, it's good to bring flip flop, tenacity, like just having a straight I'm on the ground build. Like, it's fairly viable.
No, it's not even one of those, like, you're on the ground build. It's just, gotta have something prepared, because what are you gonna do in this scenario? It's like there's don't have faith in your teammates, people, especially if they're pubs. You are going to die if you do that.
That's very true. They all kept playing in the same area, can't really complain. I mean, yeah. I get one to go for the save, but like she was on first hook, they had plenty of time to let her hang. They could have been doing a gen across the map. They had me split down the middle. Like, that other gen could not have been as far away or any further away. You know what I mean? They definitely had more than one way to win that game, even if the Ada had to die for it. Even if she went to stage 2 hook. Yeah, like, they could have gotten some progress done. The Sable was healthy. Like,
The Sable was invisible. And then she showed her face in the worst way possible.
But I mean, dang, yeah, it's just like you're starting to see the same stuff over and over. Sprint burst, windows, resilience,
You're getting
lithe,
up there.
windows, resilience, finesse, quick and quiet, lithe, windows, resilience, flashbang, dead hard.
Dead hard.
You know, I'll respect someone who runs dead hard, but I didn't see her pop it once, so.
To be fair, when would she have had the time?
They'd always have two people trying to unhook one of them nearly every time. Yeah, true. They were trying to go for those really quick heals, like off hook, but at the same time, that's two bot. Like one could be on a gen. You know, I think maybe they thought it's like we're on last gen. Maybe we don't have to like worry about it that much.
If anything else, that's why I always ask: is someone getting you? Yes. Okay, I'm staying here.
Yeah. And that's
no,
where, like,
fine, I'll do it.
That's where, like, being able to actually communicate, you know, with people, it definitely does help in those type of scenarios. But yeah, for the most part, if you make a mistake, I'm going to capitalize on it. I'm not going to tunnel anybody out, but I am going to take advantage of you making a bad decision.
I'm not going to tunnel you, but if you run into my face, your butt is on the chopping block.
Pretty much.
We are serving rump roast, and it's your rump. Come here.
Sure. While we wait, might as well order some food because I forgot my leftovers at work, and I'm not cooking anything tonight.
Okay, Jay, I need to ask a question because since I know where you, like, not obviously directly where, but the location you tend to work at.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever end up eating the sandwiches?
Oh, dude, yeah, good pub sub. I definitely don't eat them as much as I used to, even when I started working there, but I'll definitely, like, I'll still have a good craving for, like, an Italian pub sub. Toasted, white bread, lettuce, pickle.
I'm the only one who goes all in on the tuna salad.
I like a good tuna salad. I will be honest, the Publix deli doesn't do a good tuna salad.
The Publix deli doesn't do the tuna salad. If I had a nickel for every time I'm like, can I get a tuna salad? And then they actively leave the deli, go over to like the little cold like thing back there and grab it from there. It's like, aha. So you don't actively have this back there.
I was gonna say, I mean, like, they just use, because that, all the cold stuff, like where the potato salad, tuna salad, like all that is kept, like, that is still Publix deli, like, manufactured. If that makes sense.
But that's not like them, like how they slice the cheese or anything like that. It's like, that is pre-packaged elsewhere.
I mean, yeah, but it's still made by Publix. Like, it's still the Publix tuna salad.
I don't know. I've had worse. Genuinely, I've had worse.
I just don't think that it is as good as other tuna salads. But if I'm really craving one, like, it'll get the job done.
Yeah. And I'm gonna just say it. I am a freak. I will get that tuna salad with Havarti cheese.
Oh, that's a problem. Havarti cheese is amazing. It's a good creamy cheese.
Oh, dude, I love it. I get a pound of the stuff. It lasts 2 days around here. And it's not even because of me. It's because everybody else keeps getting into it.
Oh yeah, it's a party. You gotta keep that, like, in a drawer under a lock and key.
You say that like the lock ever works. that enough.
Fair enough.
Like, for a good piece of Havarti cheese, I am biting through that lock.
I was about to say, yeah, knowing your family, they just tear the chain. It's just tunk. Ooh, the small area crows.
On Springtrap, oh, they are omega toast.
This is definitely not going to be fun for them. I'm actually going to use this door, but they're probably going to see me. They did not, wow.
didn't see that clip I sent you.
I guess not. Someone is on a camera. Let's get it down. Gotta be even a little bit greedy here. Off to a great start.
2 downs right off the rip, not a single gen done. And they're still all stuck together, so what are they supposed to do about it other than, like, freak out? They're probably panicking as we speak.
I won't get the other pickup, but it's time wasted.
This
You're
is part
so
of the
close.
reason that I have tended at this point to start, like, whenever I spawn in with you guys, it's like nothing personal, but get away from me. We don't need to all be on top of each other.
Again with the instant pulse. Like, my guy, your whole kit is out. I see you. Rito back here. That was smart. The instant pull, maybe not so much, but that was smart. Over there. Instantly cleansed her totem. That kind of sucks.
Alright, George, sure, go nuts. He just posted a picture
Thank you.
of a Balatro run he's doing. He has 3.831E55 money.
Interesting. I'm actually going to hurt him this way because I know they teach gen.
What is that one? What's that one
I
meme?
can
Once
do-
the letters start getting into my math, I stop paying attention.
Once certain numbers get into my math, I stop paying attention.
What are the certain numbers?
That's a great question.
Because, like, I'm pretty sure that numbers are just math. You kind of have to pay attention to them.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I'm not a math guy. I'm an art student for a reason.
Fair enough.
Forward towards the center.
I just noticed the third name. Pastoral. What is he doing? Pastoral Bongo. What is he doing?
Oh, someone's on one of my doors.
What is he doing? Vittorio, explain yourself.
Well, the good news is he's not doing anything. So, I'm just gonna break chase him. Go call Bren this. Trail Torment. Put my axe back. Just hoping to go farther. Who's like stuck to that door back there?
Constantly exposing you, and they're still getting into chase. Like, they know where you are, they know where to avoid, and they're still forcing you into chase. What are they doing?
Like my guy. That's like
Does
the
he just want to go
Come
next?
chase me.
Did somebody incense him or
come-
something? What?
come chase me. Instantly dies.
I'm waiting for the DC.
Saw 2 survivors over here. Becca, who still hasn't healed somehow.
I just have a bit of PTSD from that name because I have actively had to deal with pastoral bongos. Like, one of my old pastors, for some... I can't even find the word. For some unknown reason, I wanted to find something stronger than just the word unknown. He kept putting instruments on the stage. Like, why? Like, it didn't make any sense, because here's what we had, ready? Electric drum kit, electric guitar, acoustic guitar, a bass, and a piano. All reasonable. Bongos.
What is the sister location, the meme with Markiplier? Casual bongos.
Oh, casual no, seriously! It was the casual bongos! And they weren't even played like casual bongos. The whole gimmick was that he told the guy on the casual bongos, because I guess that's just what we're going with now. Just play in beat with the drummer. I'm the drummer. So you just hear, granted it was on beat casual bongos, but that's not how you play bongos. So I'm just over here hearing clunk, 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 clunk at my speed, and I'm like, ah! It got worse. I see what you're doing. I don't approve.
What a dead hard.
Was that dead hard just then?
That might have been one of the most amusing dead hards I've ever seen. I didn't even have time to pull up my axe. I get that right.
That was the dead hard of all time.
That was beautiful. I want that clip.
Oh, it got weirder. You remember Gio, right?
Yes.
Occasionally, whenever his family showed up for the church that we were at, suddenly cowbell.
Why?
I don't know. And that's obviously not a knock on Gio. I guess they just wanted to involve him in the band, which I understand, but
yeah, but cowbell.
But just the clunk, 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 clunk. It's like you may as well just give him like the cymbals just.
Dog water. Right?
No, what do they call that thing? It's like a turtle shell drum. It sounds like they may as well have just given us like the marimba drum or whatever it's called.
Basically.
It's like I don't understand why we put all these instruments up here. It's like I get it. We have a lot of space on the stage because we were operating out of a school building at the time, because this was like we were in between actual church buildings at the time. It's a long story, another traumatized chapter. But you don't have to fill every space that's up here.
True.
Like, he's a dear friend. If he calls me for an emergency, I'd say, where are we burying the body? But I do not understand why they gave the man a cowbell.
I mean, to me, it's like, yeah, like, cowbell is a very specific instrument. So I don't know what its use is in that context, but, I mean, hey. I'm not here to ask questions.
I'm here to ask all the questions. That's my job. Overanalyze things.
True.
Sometimes get on people's nerves doing it, I'll admit. And Rain's father plays the bass. He knows what I'm talking about. No, is it steel drums, Rain? No, I'm talking about like that turtle shell thing where each section is a different note. Should have been a tambourine. Not the tambourine. Oh my god, no. If they put a tambourine up there, I'm done. Like the overzealous tambourine players who like make up choreography for the song and they're just shaking the tambourine for no reason.
They're
like,
doing choreography.
It's like, why?
I heard it. Alright, Ada, it's me and you.
It's like, I don't know if you ever saw the Muppets version of Ringing of the Bells. Some tambourine players just get like animal in there. Ding dong. Oh, it is steel drum. Okay, fair enough. When I thought steel drums, I didn't think that was like the actual name. Like I thought it was like one of those weird focused down type of specialty names, not just steel drums.
It's the store, but I think she gets it open.
People are gonna be so confused why Rain just pinged me with steel drums. This Meg is dead. It'd be hilarious if Torch posts a PNG of bongos. No, it would be creepy.
It's a Fazbear special.
Shove her in the pallet.
Yep,
Shove
the
her in the
pallet's
pallet. Teaching that wall. She DC'd after you moried her.
100%. Oh, they all left immediately. So type GG. I gotta know what this Victoria was running. Dramaturgy, Hope, Strength and Shadows, and Dead Hard.
What?
And brother said, chase me, Springtrap.
You
Chase me.
You have dramaturgy and dead hard, and you're gonna say Wait, no. Well, yeah, it could work if you're healthy dramaturgy, if you're injured dead hard. But then that doesn't track because then you're sacrificing one to use the other.
Pretty much. That for me, that's just the general vibe of this whole loadout.
Did I miss like a video by like Spooky Loops or something where it's like the 2 exhaustion perk meta is the new meta? Because I've been seeing you run into that a lot tonight.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like people are just like, they're locked in on this idea. And they're like, hey, like, go for it, I guess. But, you know, I don't know.
Like, they're so tired of the current meta, they're going to invent one, and they can't make it work because it's bad.
Pretty much.
So it's like, I'm going to sweep your entire team with just a Magikarp. It's like, no, you're not.
No, you're not. No.
Like, I don't care what gimmick you think you have.
It's
a singular
bad.
Magikarp without any teammates is not going to kill my team. I'm sorry.
It's not like the Bidoof against 6 legendaries and he says, ah, a fair fight. I love that image so much, dude. Alright, I'm gonna just make it known. We've hit our 2.5 hour mark. My food is on the way. And while I've eaten before...
Wait, let me take a guess with what you got.
I don't think you're ever gonna guess it.
I'm gonna say... I'm gonna use a bit of a broad term. I'm gonna say Chinese.
I'm gonna say no.
Drat! I had somewhere in the back of my mind, I thought he's feeling ramen tonight.
Wanna know what's funny, though? The food that I left at Publix that would have been my dinner, like the leftovers, that was Chinese.
No. Ah!
So, you were close. I had Chinese for lunch, and I was low-key gonna have it for dinner. But no, it is a well-known fast food joint.
Local? Like
no, they have
I
locations
say local because it's
across the U.S.
Well, I say local because it's like if you tell me In-N-Out or Whataburger, it's like, okay, we don't have that down here, so it's technically like a local fast food joint.
I will say, still in Florida, so neither of those two options.
Fair.
I legit don't think you'll, like, actually be able to guess.
Chick-fil-A's closed.
True. That would have been a good one, though.
Wendy's?
Nope.
Damn it.
Although was
Chipotle.
on, I will say Wendy's no to Chipotle, but Wendy's was on the mind. But this place that I got food from was having a buy one get one offer, which was the deciding factor. You know, make the most out of my money.
Fair. Okay, I yield.
Probably gonna get hate, either from you and or stream. Arby's.
No, honestly, the only issue I have with Arby's is that there's not a lot there, at least the last time I was there, that I actually eat. It also didn't help that it seems that, to me, the horseradish, man, the horseradish. Stop putting horseradish on my food.
Here's what you do. Go to best fry sauce I've ever had. It's about a
Honestly,
2.5 to 1 ratio. Sorry. It's about 2.5 to 1 ratio. And it is the Arby's sauce. That's the 2.5. And then like 2.5 pumps per 1 pump, because they have the actual thing. For 1 pump of horseradish or the horsey sauce. What's up, gang? Are we out of breadsticks? What's going on?
What? Wait, oh, I need some context on that one.
That's a Spiky Loops, like, little inside joke. He's playing Wesker, and he's like, how we doing on breadsticks, boys? As he, like, rolls up on 3 survivors. Oh, that window was not there for you. And you are just crap.
Can I just mention that unless there's marinara sauce, I find breadsticks to be a little overrated.
No, I would agree. And that's saying, like, I love bread.
No, I do too. It's just, it has to be a certain kind at this point. I will admit I've become a bit of a wheat snob, as it were.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's mainly off of eating, like, what is it, the Mills honey wheat bread for years.
Yeah.
Like, now I kind of, like, it kind of has to be a specialty bread for me to bother, because I don't even eat bread, like, much anymore unless it serves unless it serves a specific purpose. Like, I go to Outback, the pumpernickel bread, I'll go to town on that. Maybe some garlic rolls at an Italian place, depends on how they make it, because am I the only one who's noticed this? Like, they drown the bread in the sauce. It's like, I don't want to get my fingers more messy eating the bread than I would, like, chicken wings or something.
True.
And the breadsticks. Yeah, I don't mind the breadsticks, but they sabotaged the hook.
That's fine.
But I want the bread to have Jesus. I want it to have a purpose. So if it's dunking marinara sauce, then yeah, absolutely, I'll take it. Like how we did at Chili's that one time, when I went with you and your madre.
Yep.
With the Maz sticks. But I just don't see a point of, like, placing bread down for the sake of placing bread down. Like, if it's buttered, sure. If it's like a nice bread, absolutely. But just don't just slap bread down for no reason. Something's got to go with it.
Sure.
Although I will say, and this will draw a lot of hate. In terms of, like, breakfast toast, cream cheese over butter.
No, I'm with you. I love cream cheese, man.
Especially if it's like a good, like, and this is gonna sound like a ad placement, but it's really the creamy Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I can't blame you there.
And I am gonna draw more hate on this one. Bagel over regular toast.
Yes. You're speaking my language.
Honestly, I don't think you've ever been to, like, a hotel, like, as a group with me, have you? The breakfast that I crank out, dude, oh my goodness. Like, people look at my plates like, you got enough? I can go back for more.
Quite literally.
No, for real. It's like, what do I get? I get the scrambled eggs, because that I'm a bit of a curmudgeon for, because I was raised on the scrambled eggs.
True.
Which, if you put olive oil in my pan with my scrambled eggs, someone's gonna die. Like, I see the purpose, but I like it to have that butter. So scrambled eggs, a bagel, depending on what fruit they have, some fruit.
Sure. And
I will get either the waffle or the pancake, depending on what they have. If it's like those Hilton, like, pancake dispensers where you push the button and you just watch it, like, blop, I'm not eating that. I'm getting a waffle.
No. And dude, hotel waffles are cracked.
Go figure. Hotel waffles are the only ones that ever seem to work for me these days. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I go somewhere and they have, like, a make your own waffle thing, and it always turns out wrong. And it's never my fault either. It's like, I followed your instructions. It's either I don't want my waffle to break my teeth.
I've always had it the make my own waffle, like, they just turn out good. I love those waffles.
That's the thing. Like, I used to make waffles for breakfast, like, at the house. Like, we used a waffle maker. And somewhere down the line, I don't know, maybe the waffle iron started breaking. They would split in half, and I don't know what I did wrong. Like, I didn't make it too wet. I followed the instructions. Nothing has changed. It's just not working anymore. It's almost like they're not getting cooked through anymore. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Got some strawberry cream cheese going. Ooh, yeah, sir.
Depends on the strawberry cream cheese, I will mention. Because, like,
I guess
and,
that's fair.
and I'm going to blame Wendy's for this. I tried the strawberry, like ice cream, that strawberry frosty. It's the cream cheese. It's the same flavor as the damn cream cheese. Like the Philadelphia strawberry cream cheese, it's the same flavor. What are they doing? A sabotage the hook contest? What is this? But yeah, no, I can't. No.
It's just not.
Yeah, no, I cannot do the strawberry cream cheese much anymore because, like, now I just associate it with the ice cream. And it's at the back of my head, like, ah. Okay, I might draw a little hate from this one too. The toasted level of, like, the breads.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I only run it for 1 or 2 minutes. I don't like it too crisp, you know what I mean?
True.
Like, I like it warm, maybe a delicate crunch, but I'm everything else to me just kind of like, again, with the...
I definitely don't mind more of a crunch, but like, it gets to a point where, yeah, it's like, like, I want there to be that initial outer crust, but I do want some softness from the bread. Which is why when we're talking toast, you gotta have a premium selection of bread.
I mean, I'll go for a nice whole grain, don't get me wrong. It's just, it's gotta have something with it.
Yeah. My lady, I don't know what you're still doing here, but you guys are just, like, down to give me this game, like, for free.
This just says the type of people we are. Our conversations always inevitably come back to food.
Oh, anyone who knows me to any degree should know that I'm going to be talking about food for as long as possible.
And
Food,
I am not blaming you in the slightest.
Food has been the one constant in my life that has kept me happy.
I mean, good food will keep anybody happy.
Yeah, true.
The problem is good food, unfortunately, and I don't think anyone will argue this, is relative.
True. And it's also hard to find nowadays.
Oh no, absolutely. Like, again, I'll do a good, well, nice Wendy's burger, but, like, again, it's very selective what the opinion of good food anymore really is.
I had pizza. Ooh, now you want to get some controversy going. We start talking about pizza.
Oh no, here we go. I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Listen, I grew up in 2 different styles of pizza. Like, growing up, I would have the square cut, like, especially, like, toppings, that kind of stuff. Like, we don't even have to talk about toppings. I mean, like, style of pizza. I grew up with, like, the square cut, good amount of sauce. Like, you know, it's definitely a heftier pizza in that sense.
Like a DIY pizza or like a pre-order?
Kind of both. We would make them and cut them that way, but it's more or less like I would 100% like if I ordered a pizza, it would turn out a square cut. Like, it was just the way that Ohio kind of did their pizzas.
I can't say I've ever seen a place deliberately go square.
And it's like, by all means, it's not a bad way to enjoy pizza, but it is, you definitely don't see it down here. And then I worked in New York. Just out of my mind by this Nicolas Cage.
You know he's gonna run straight for the hatch as soon as he loses you for half a second, right?
That's fine, I got it.
Never mind. Dude, kill him. Get something out of this.
Actually, you're pretty right. Pineapple and jalapeno, please. On a pizza. The jalapeno I
Down
can
with
see.
the pineapple, not with the jalapeno, but that's only because I don't do the heat. Like, I don't like my food to injure me.
I think I wouldn't mind the heat. A little bit of jets.
Okay, I will mention, I can see the appeal. I just cannot personally understand. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Because, like,
That's fair.
I don't like it myself. So, like, again, I find the Taco Bell cheese sauce to be hot. Remember, my roots are Cuban. We do spices, not spicy. There's a difference.
That is fair. I would say, and this is what we're gonna leave stream off of, or like off on. Pineapple belongs on a pizza if a person wants pineapple on their pizza, and I'm tired of hearing people complain about that.
Thank you.
It's like, bro, why do we even care? People are gonna put whatever the f they want on pizza. It's one of those things. It's a blank. It's a blank slate. If they enjoy it,
Kiwis.
then you know what? Go for it. The Kiwis I'm a little bit more off on because that was clearly like that was a joke. You know what I mean? Like that
was just to tick people off.
That was to trigger the audience that doesn't like pineapple on pizza and trigger the audience of people that like pineapple on pizza.
Again, it's just a green wrinkle.
But my point, like, there's enough people that like it. Let them order it. It doesn't matter. It's good for some. It's not for everyone. Cool. We'll move on from that point. Like, people just need to drop the pizza, the Hawaiian pizza, like, argument at this point. It's, like, so...
No, seriously, like, get off the Twitter memes. Yes, I like my pizza with pineapple on it.
Yeah.
I will literally go... If you told me, cheese or pepperoni, you got pineapple?
I mean, I'm in the same boat.
And the whole
I
table
enjoy...
will stare at me, and I'm like... I didn't stutter.
Well, and I'm like, I'll eat it by myself. No one else has to enjoy this pizza. I'll take home whatever's left. Like,
I will take home this whole thing. That is food for 2 or 3 days for me. Let's go.
Quite literally. So I don't know. It's so stupid. But I will say my favorite type of pizza, like when it comes to like the cut, I would honestly have to say is that New York style. Long slice, but it holds its shape. Not a whole lot of sauce. And a good amount of cheese. Like I'm in on that. Every time I order from a place that does it that style, I'm like, yeah, this is pizza, right?
Yep. If I had my choice, I gotta go with the deep dish, and that's probably because, like, you know, deep dish equals more cheese.
True. And more sauce. If you're a sauce guy, I could see the appeal of a deep dish, like a good classic honestly, Chicago deep dish.
It really isn't, because the deep dish is kind of just made backwards. Like, they put the cheese and then the sauce predominantly, so it's not more of it, it's just you see more of it.
Yeah, but you can lather it on there. You have more wall to work with.
That is true.
But either way, I will flip on the music so that we can have our good old outro, which is just me saying, my food is here. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat.
Buenas noches, everyone.
Buenas noches. Thank you for joining the stream. If you liked it, drop a follow, drop a sub if you're feeling real supportive. And also, don't forget, every Wednesday, you guys gotta be watching the Pokemon Nuzlocke that me and Orion are doing, because it is so funny. Episode 3 had me cackling last week. That Manaphy was a demon. But... either way, there's more of that to come, because episode 4, 5, and probably 6. Because I think we recorded 6, yeah, we recorded that much.
I'm still poking away at it, to be honest with you, because like I'm trying to find a delicate balance, because I don't want it to go on for too long, but I also don't want to cut it off too early during something relevant. You know,
fair enough. But the series is great. If you guys have the time, go support Orion on that front. Go watch it. It's a blast of a time so far, and it only gets better from what I remember of the recording, and there's a lot that we have yet to see. So definitely go check it out. We're going to be doing more of that as we get closer to the episodes. We're going to record, you know, some more episodes and stuff and have a great time. But thank you all for joining. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.